Welcome to the Cohen Career Center's video clinic on preparing for graduate and professional school. Going to graduate school is a big decision, so it's important to consider the timing of when you're going to go. Be honest with yourself. When a person is struggling to decide, you will often hear comments like, "I don't know what to do after graduation," or "I'll apply and use it as a backup in case I don't find a job," or "I need a master's degree anyway, I might as well go now." If you hear yourself saying one or more of these comments, take a step back and reevaluate. These might be indicators that now is not the best time to attend grad school. There are a number of factors to consider before going to grad school. As you're making your decision to go, there are a few things you should consider in particular. One of these things is the commitment. Depending on what you choose to study, earning a graduate degree can take anywhere from 1 to 8 years, so this is a large commitment of time. Another thing to consider is the cost. Many college graduates have debt to repay from earning their undergraduate degree. Attending graduate school could mean incurring more loans and debt. Also consider the location. If you decide not to earn your degree online, oftentimes it will involve you moving to another state, town, or country. Before you submit your application, ask yourself if living in that area will suit your needs. And lastly, consider the timing. While some people plan to attend graduate school directly after earning their undergraduate degree, some programs actually discourage it. For example, MBA programs have an average matriculation age of 27. Many applicants have at least 2 to 5 years of professional work experience prior to entering a graduate business program. In fact, admissions committees consider professional experience a strength rather than a weakness. There are plenty of good reasons to decide to go to graduate school. It's a good idea to attend graduate school if a graduate degree is necessary for your desired professional field, for example, healthcare, law, teaching, or social work. Going to grad school can also help you gain more flexibility in the type of work you do currently, or prepare you for a bigger career transition, such as switching sectors, industries, or professions. A graduate degree can help you move into more senior roles, including management and leadership. And you can also develop new skills that apply to various jobs and industries. Here's an overview of the traditional timeline for going to graduate school. If your program is going to start in the fall, you should start researching programs in the early summer. This is also when you should sign up for standardized tests and take practice tests and study. In the late summer, you should take any standardized test that is required for your program, which leaves plenty of time for retakes. And at this time, you should also seek advice from faculty, admissions, counselors, and peers. In the beginning of fall, you should start applying for research funding, fellowships, internships, and you should also start drafting your personal statement and writing sample, which you'll need to submit your application. In November and December, you should order your academic transcripts, finalize your personal statement, writing sample, or any other supplemental writing questions, fill out applications, and request letters of recommendation. These are all things you'll need to apply to your program of interest. Towards the end of the year, you should submit all of your application materials before the due date. This date will be specific to your program of interest. You should also look for confirmation emails once those materials are submitted. If you don't receive a confirmation, call the program office to make sure your materials were received. You should also fill out the FAFSA and prepare for possible phone or campus interviews. In February and March, you'll often hear of your acceptance to a program, but decision time will vary with each program. So you should check with the admissions office on when you're going to be hearing back. Researching schools is an important step in figuring out where you want to go. When you start the research process, it might be helpful to consult your faculty advisor or any other faculty in your department. Speaking with your professor should be your first resource, especially if you're interested in earning a PhD in the same field. Based on their experience, they can give you recommendations and direct you to other resources. It is also important to meet with relevant advisors. Another thing to do is to reach out to others in your field of interest. Seek out people who have already attended the graduate program that you would like to attend, ask individuals where else they applied, which other schools they consider, and ultimately why they chose to attend the school they did. You can also ask them their thoughts on additional resources or other people they recommend you speak with. You should also make sure to speak with program directors, other faculty, and current students in the program you are interested. Site visits are a really valuable experience if possible. You can also review graduate school guides, which can be found on the Career Center website. Additionally, you can attend the Graduate and Professional School Fair hosted by the Career Center every fall and check LinkedIn and research where and when William & Mary earned their graduate degrees. It is important to be clear on what the application process will entail for any given program. Familiarize yourself with the application requirements for programs you are interested in, as the process and associated fees will vary from program to program. It's important to do this research early so you will know what is needed in advance. It's also important to note that some graduate schools or admissions offices will offer an application fee waiver to individuals enduring economic hardship, so inquire with the appropriate office to see if this is an option. Most graduate programs require an entrance exam. All exams require a non-refundable fee, and before registering for an exam, confirm which test is needed and see if you qualify for a waiver. Some examples of these exams can include the GRE, which is used by the majority of graduate school programs. There are two types, the general and the subject. Check which is required by the program you are applying to. Additionally, some programs do not require it or make it optional. The MAT is the Miller Analogies Test. This test is also accepted by a variety of programs. While there is no comparison between the GRE and the MAT, if you happen to have the option of submitting either test score to your institution of choice, it will be worth considering which test will be more to your advantage. The GMAT is the Graduate Management Admissions Test. This exam is used for admissions to business graduate schools. Some of these schools will accept either the GRE or the GMAT, so review the program's requirements before deciding which exam to take. The LSAT is the Law School Admissions Test. This exam is administered 4 times per year and it takes between 3 to 4 hours to complete. Most law schools also use the LSAC as the centralized application system. The MCAT is the Medical College Admission Test. The exam is administered by the Association of American Medical Colleges. It lasts 7.5 hours, so it is recommended you only take it once. On average, the MCAT is given 15 times per year between the months of January and September. The DAT is the Dental Admission Test. The exam is given to determine entry into dental schools and can be taken at almost any time of the year. An applicant can take the exam up to 3 times, and further attempts require special permission. Programs typically require 2 to 3 letters from individuals who can speak to your suitability for graduate school. You should consider asking at least one professor, a supervisor from an internship or a job, a coach, or anyone else who knows about you and your work. Don't rely on a family member or family friend to supply your letter of recommendation. Make sure you ask your recommenders in advance, at least 4 to 6 weeks before the date you'd like to have it. Graduate programs also strongly prefer confidential letters. Interfolio is a program that allows your recommenders to submit their letters on a secure online system. You will often need to write a personal statement for your entrance to graduate school. This is also known as the essay or statement of purpose. Within this personal statement, you can include your personal and academic goals, why you are a good fit for the program, who you are as a person, why you are interested in this specific school or program, and your goals for post-graduation. The personal statement can tip the scales in your favor when they are unsure whether or not to offer you a place in the program. A poorly written statement can hurt your chances of being accepted. It's important to take the time to proofread your work. Find at least one proofreader to review your work before submitting your final copy. The Charles Center has peer scholarship advisors who can help with developing and writing a personal statement. Inquire about graduate and/or teaching assistantships as well as fellowships offered by the programs to which you apply. These funding opportunities are most often school-specific and may involve teaching, research, or administrative work. Be sure to check with each institution about the application process and deadlines, which could involve applying to specific professors, departments, or offices. For federal assistance and loans, applicants may complete a FAFSA. The federal government also offers the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program for individuals who will pursue a full-time public service job. The U.S. Department of Education Office of Federal Student Aid provides resources to help you prepare and pay for school. For national fellowship opportunities, visit the Charles Center for more information, and consider looking to FastWeb for scholarship ideas. This is an overview of the graduate school advisors at William & Mary. Take the time to identify your graduate school of interest and reach out to the advisor who supervises that department. The Career Center's graduate school page has links to relevant advisors, multiple grad school directories, information about sending your academic transcript, and information about funding for graduate school. The Career Center also provides mock interviews should the program require it. Medical schools, pre-health programs, and PhD programs all require interviews for admission. We also host the Graduate and Professional School Fair every fall. If you would like more information about graduate and professional school, you can schedule an individual appointment through Tribe Careers, and we're happy to meet with you over Zoom, phone, or email. You can also drop into Quick Advising, which is held every day from Monday through Thursday on Zoom or over email. We can answer general questions or industry-specific questions. You can also go to Tribe Careers and mycareer.wm.edu, which is our William & Mary page. Look out for other crash courses and video clinics, and make sure to follow us on social media.